Kreanga in blue, born in Romania, defected to Greece in the mid-80s. For me, the most spectacular player in world table tennis, largely because of his capacity to drop away from the table and come out with these preposterous long-range topspins, very arcing topspins. And there's his pedigree. He's actually currently ranked at 15 in the world, dropped down from number 11 on the last list. Bronze medal at the World Championships in 2003 in Paris. Runner-up at the European Championships in 2002. Former European Youth Champion. And in the group stage he defeated Bol 4-2, Lashin of Egypt 4-1. Lost to Samsonov 4-1. So he qualified as second place in his group. Ma Lin decimated the competitionists in his group. Chila, Schlager and Lu Song. And it's interesting that in the head-to-head, Ma Lin of China has defeated Kreanga in picture 10 times to 0. So Ma Lin in the red starts a strong favourite, but let's not write off Kreanga. Has form at creating great upsets in table tennis, and no doubt at all who this capacity crowd in Paris, Hal Carpentier, will be supporting. The warm-up, an opportunity really to get the feel of the ball, the table. There we are, that's the caption. Ma Lin 3 in the world. Runner-up in the Worlds in 2005. He was also runner-up in 99 in a great match against Liu Guliang, who is actually his coach in this quarter-final. Best of 7 games, up to 11. 2 serves each on serve. He gets the 10-all, it's alternate serves and 2 clear points. Opening game, Kreanga in blue to serve for Greece. Oh, what a start. Goodness me. Combination backhand, the first one on the diagonal, the second one drilled down the line onto the edge of the table. It's a sharp start.
Let's go.
We see 2 attributes of Ma Lin's repertoire, the speed of feet, but also of racket head. I think Kreanga, for good reason, has decided to come out going for his shots. No good being tentative against somebody as powerful as Ma Lin. Bit of reverse side spin on the Kreanga serve, misread by Ma. Players are allowed to take the towel every 6 points. Well, it was a good serve from Ma Lin. It was a very deceptive serve. Kreanga just about kept it tight enough to make that opening forehand a little bit tricky. Kreanga then, his 2 serves to come. Shot was on for Kreanga. Took a yard or two away from the table, was opening his shoulders, those expansive backhands. Just mistiming the last one. Oh, that's sensational play from Mark. The last shot was what's known as a swivel-wristed backhand. Turned it over, used the reverse side of the bat. Difficult shot to master. Let's serve. According to Kreanga, Marlin didn't see it. Now then. Now it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Kreanga visibly stopped play, raised his hand to indicate that he thought it was a let. Marlin drilled it past him. The umpire has given the point to Marlin. Now normally, the player in Marlin's position would say to the umpire, look, he stopped playing, let's play a let. Marlin has not done that. And there's some controversy here already at La Halle Carpentier. There we see it. Kreanga stopped, Marlin went for his forehand, and this is highly unusual. Very rare indeed for a table tennis player to take the point when his opponent has visibly stopped. Clearly no love lost between Marlin and Kreanga. And the crowd really trying to lift their man. Kreanga is not French, but he is European. And I don't think they're happy, and I'm slightly concerned about the fact that Marlin took that earlier point when Kreanga had stopped. Bit of needle now. Good block from Kreanga. Wasn't the speed, it was the direction. Straight down the line. 1 point in it. So Mark re-established a 2-point lead. Kreanga with his 2 serves to come. Oh, that is brilliant from Kreanga. Engaged forehand to forehand. Both players away from the table, but Kreanga put every sinew of effort into the closing forehand down the line. What a winner. Big point here. 8-9. Oh, that's an awkward shot from Marlin. Swivel-wristed backhand, but there was so much side spin. Created just a bit of drag on the ball. And now 2 opportunities on serve to close out game number 1. Let's serve. This time the umpire saw it, as did both players. A rather sharp glance from Kreanga at the umpire. That's a brilliant winner. Oh, what a rally to finish it off. Marlin at the table, Kreanga had retreated, but eventually the world number 3 from China closing out the point to take the opening game, 11-9. There's a brave effort from Kreanga, good flick kill from Marlin. That forehand there, Marlin did so well to take it off the bounce. And after a somewhat controversial opening game, it is the world number 3 who takes it. Quality of table tennis is pretty high. But if Kreanga had not lost that let ball in the way that he did, would the outcome have been different? Well, that's a question that Kreanga has to put behind him as he focuses on the games to come here. Second game then, Ma Lin of China serving to Kreanga of Greece. Grin from Ma Lin, but it was something of an unforced error. Shot was on. Oh, the footwork. Great rally again. Ma Lin danced across, scampered. Having played a forehand from the backhand side, somehow got across there. Almost got the attempted slice over the net as well. Good table tennis all the way. Oh, that's quite magnificent. Almost no space to play the stroke, but somehow delivered the racket head with sufficient speed to make an outright winner. Well, Kreanga did everything right up to this point. Not quite in position to execute the forehand. Caught the top of the net and flew long. Excellent serve from Ma Lin. Kreanga knew there was backspin on the ball. Didn't quite realise how much. The return dragged into the net. Big turnaround here. Now Ma Lin leading by 2 points. Clever. Ma Lin has stepped round blind and Kreanga delayed the flick long enough to create a really open space there. Not even with Ma Lin's prodigious footwork was he able to retrieve the ball. That's clever play from Kreanga. Kreanga returning serve pretty well. I'm surprised Ma Lin hasn't thrown in more short to the forehand. Generally regarded as a weakness for Kreanga. Well, there's a bit of time wasting here. Wonderful forehand. Got into position, and then the delivery of the shot. Look at the pivot here. All the way around, opened the shoulders. Tremendous stroke making from Ma Lin. Kreanga going for the backhand serve. Speed of Ma Lin. Quite remarkable. Off the bounce, not retreating at all. First a flick, that one's off the bounce, and again, giving his opponent so little time. And the other thing is the timing has to be so accurate when you take the ball on the half volley. Ma Lin is looking very good indeed towards the end of this second game. So 4 opportunities for Ma Lin of China to take a 2-game-to-love lead in this, the first quarter-final of the 2006 World Cup. Looking just a little bit disconsolate. And there it is. Ma Lin takes the second game 11-6. He's 2 games away from progressing into the semi-final. Great play from Ma Lin. We're back after this. Action is wrong. Kreanga in blue. In trouble already. Made good starts to both the opening 2 games, but Ma Lin has been so strong. Kreanga has to pull out all the stops if he's going to get back into this quarter-final. Ma Lin ranked at 3 in the world. Kreanga in picture, currently at 15. And it is Kreanga serving at the beginning of game number 3. That's been a feature of the match. Ma Lin trying to take the ball on the half volley. It's a more difficult shot to play, but the reason he's deploying it, it's much more difficult for an opponent. So little time in which to react when the opponent takes the ball there on the half volley. Very nice return from Kreanga. A little bit underrated as a stroke, the long, fast push, particularly if you get it as deep as Kreanga did there, into the backhand. Good direction on the Ma Lin forehand. Straight into the body. Good play from both players away from the table. Here's a switch from Ma Lin. Kreanga went for a preposterous backhand. Failed to connect.
Got it!
Kreanga yet to beat Ma Lin. They've played 10 times. So the omens were not good coming into the match. Kreanga started very sharpish in the opening game, but Ma Lin now starting to dominate. Just long. Another long push to the backhand from Kreanga. Well, this time the chop blocked from Ma Lin. Cutting underneath the ball. Kreanga failing to read the quantity of spin. Fantastic combination play again from Ma Lin. It wasn't just the shots, it was a recovery between shots. The opening forehand there, out of picture, bounces back into play. And another looping forehand. And now a 4-point lead for Ma Lin. He's running away with this third game. Kreanga with his 2 serves to come. So he's got to get both of them. That's a brilliant return from Ma Lin. Kreanga put a bit of topspin on the serve, but Ma keeping it tight. Very nicely done. On the edge. Kreanga needs a bit of luck. High toss serve. Well, it went long. It wasn't the best serve, but he recovered admirably. Another dancing forehand. And 4 chances to close out game number 3. Just wide. This was a serve. Straight down the line. Going to take 3 more though to get back to deuce. 7-10. And that's the third game to Ma Lin, 11-7. And the world number 3, just 1 game away now from a place in the semi-final of the World Cup. Really has started to dominate proceedings. Kreanga came out all guns blazing, but Ma Lin has absorbed it, and now he is very much in control. Ma Lin being coached by Liu Guliang, Kreanga without a coach. And things looking decidedly optimistic for the man in red. Liu Guliang, former world and Olympic champion. And he's made the transition from playing into coaching extremely well. Sometimes a bit difficult when you have played alongside some of the players you're expected to coach. You had been friends, now you're in a position of some authority, but Liu Guliang has done it exceedingly well. All the players in the China team speak very highly of him. He's a master tactician, but also very good in the training hall. Very good student of the game of table tennis. And a big asset for China as they make the assault on the gold medals in Beijing in 2008. That's the big target for all the players here. Short-term target is gold here in Paris. Ma Lin leading 3 games to love. Oh, what a shot from Kreanga. That wasn't a topspin, there was backspin and side spin on that stroke. Audacious. Well worth another look. This one here. Look how much arc and kick that got off the table. Oh, magnificent again. May have looked straightforward, but that guided backhand here. Look at the side spin. Well, Kreanga played 2 magnificent shots to go 2-love up, and Ma Lin has taken 2 relatively bitty points that are worth just as much, 2 all. is a really difficult opponent for Kreanga. He's not given enough time to play the shots that he likes to play. Once again, Kreanga almost immediately on the defensive. Lightning forehand from Mark. Well, nothing's going right for the player from Greece. And he's decided to take a timeout. Each player is allowed a 1-minute timeout per match. Kreanga hoping to regroup, but I really don't feel he's got enough to mount the comeback that he needs to stay in contention. Marlin not only playing well, but he's looking exceedingly confident. There have been occasions, particularly at the beginning of the opening and the second games, when Kreanga has made Mark think. But Marlin now in full control. Will this timeout make any difference? Kreanga then, second serve in this sequence of 2. Just long. Oh, what a slice from Marlin. He took the ball off the floor. He was out of position. I guess a little bit through luck rather than judgment. He managed to keep this tight. So Kreanga couldn't play a topspin, had to go for the flick. He missed it by some margin. Yeah, that was nice play from Kreanga. Just a gentle dab over the net. Marlin was dropping away from the table. Clever play. Well, 3 points in a row. Glimmer of hope for Kreanga. Marlin takes a towel. He has the consolation of his 2 serves to come. And a net cord. Marlin throwing his bat at the ball. In actual fact, the bat has to be in contact with the hand for it to be a legal shot. And Marlin stops the rock. 4 in a row for Kreanga. Marlin hits back. Well, he's going for his shots, Kreanga. 3 yards away from the table. Those beautifully expressive topspin strokes, backhand and forehand. Oh, magnificent! The rally of the match without any doubt at all. Kreanga throwing caution to the wind. That block very effective. Marlin out of position, but this backhand explosive, and then he was round to administer the coup de grace. 8-all in the 4th game. And the long fast push to the backhand, the crowd doing its very best to lift Kreanga. Lu Guliang impassive. Ma Lin in trouble against the odds in this fourth game. What a turnaround. I think it was 7-2 that Ma Lin led. So Kreanga has taken 8 of the last 9 points. Oh, what a response. Kreanga would have thought that that was a winner, the backhand. But Ma Lin, the counter topspin from a cramped position. (10-9). Oh! That's the fourth game, 11-9 to Kreanga. An incredible recovery, warmly appreciated by this capacity audience at La Halle Carpentier in Paris. Ma Lin just getting in, but Kreanga stepping around. A great winner. Got a long way to go, however. Ma Lin still leading 3 games to 1. Kreanga has to take the remaining 3 games in a row. But he's made a good start. Very heroic, very courageous. He's back in with a chance. Well, I don't see any signs of panic in the China corner. Not yet, anyway. Ma Lin, overwhelming favourite still. But that fourth game has given the audience here something to cheer about. It's all about maintaining the momentum.
Service Kreanga,
So the fifth game, best of 7, and Kreanga of Greece to serve. Kreanga definitely playing a lot better than he was in the second and third games. Great direction from Ma. Didn't play on the diagonal, that's the easiest shot to deliver. Went into the Kreanga body. Well, he missed the forehand, but what a return of serve from Ma Lin. Kept it so tight. Really is an underrated part of his game. Kreanga took the point, however, narrows the gap to 2 points. That is brilliant from Kreanga. Almost every shot in that rally was superlative from both players. Wonderfully timed winning backhand. But the shots leading up to that were really quite magnificent. Oh, this has become a terrific match. Kreanga's having to go for broke all the time. That time, perfect direction on the white line. Super width. Back to parity. Top of the bounce, and a lot of hook side spin on that forehand winner from Kreanga. And they're chanting Kreanga, Kreanga. Unlucky, an inch long. Has been effective, hasn't it? The long push to the Mar backhand. The shot was on. Kreanga had done well. Good return of serve. But the chop block just foxed him. Caught the top of the net and flew long. They were 2 big points. And Marlin now has the advantage of his serves to come. Hasn't made many unforced errors in this game, and that was one of them. 8-6. Well, that shot from Marlin before the winning forehand. The return was long, and Marlin pushed it short. Set up an easy winner. Very deft. Fantastic play. The footwork and the power in evidence. Marlin now, after a bit of a scare in game number 4, has 4 match points. And there it is, the 5th game, 11-6 to Marlin of China. A fitting start to this quarter-final action in Paris. He comes through against Kallinikos Kreanga of Greece. Kreanga started well in game number 1, but eventually it was a class, power, pace and direction of Marlin that won through. It was a brave comeback in game number 4 by Kreanga, trailed 7-2, closed it out 11-9. There were glimpses again in game number 5 that he does have the capacity to trouble Marlin, but he wasn't able to do it consistently enough. And the world number 3 from China goes through to the semi-final, where he will face the winner of Wang Lechin, the world number 1, his compatriot from China, and